everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome to a small photo adventure with me. I'm in a very small nature reserve right outside of between Borås and Ljungås. I can't remember the name of it. I can show you here. It's like just beside someone's house. They live in like a small cabin, and then just around the cabin is a big nature reserve with a very small trail. I think it's just a couple kilometers, but it goes through both this swampy area with a lot of water and a lot of moss, and then it goes up to a bigger forested area, and then it goes back to his house again, I guess, and back to the car. My goal for this small photo adventure I'm going to do here is to try to slow down a bit and maybe try to find smaller details to photograph. Usually when I go out and photograph, I always look for very big vistas, like something big that pulls me in and makes the photo very interesting for me, like this part here. So this was actually the first photo I took. It's a very small, this stream is very big on this side and it's pretty small over here. But on this biggest part here, there's a lot of cool rocks, so the water has a very cool path to go through them, so I can get a very cool texture. And then I like the rocks and the trees behind it and some forest. So this is what I would call a big vista, and I just took a photo of it. When I'm here, I can't like not take a photo of it. But because the forest is pretty chaotic and it's so wet, so I think it's going to be a lot of moss and a lot of mushrooms everywhere. So I'm going to try to focus on the smaller details as well, because usually when I photograph, I get very like obsessed with taking a very big picture of a big area to show off a lot of things, but I never really go down on the details. So that is my goal for today. I'm going to try to go down on a lot of details and see what I can find, because I walked past some beautiful things here to get to this area. So I'm going to try to do my best to photograph them as well, because I don't do that as much, and I think it's a shame to not do that. Because of all this running water that we have around me, I think the area is a lot more humid than maybe some other forests are. And that is a perfect breeding ground for a lot of moss that's hanging on things. So like behind me here, as you can see, there is this tree here that is full of moss on the branches, and it's super cool, I think. But there is one tree in specific that I was thinking of, and it's this one right here. It's a pretty big tree, but the bottom part of the tree is covered with very, very big moss that's hanging from the branches. It's super cool. So I just took a photo of it where I zoomed in a bit just to try to get this tree in focus, and that like be the only focus. And then I took one a little bit wider to get a little bit of water, just to add another element to it. But hopefully it turns out great. There's a couple of small branches hanging over the tree that I can't really get to, and I don't want to break any tree because this is a nature reserve, so I'm not allowed to either. So you're supposed to just keep it as it is. But I used a pretty big aperture to try to get that out of focus. So hopefully I did that. But yeah, it looks very good, and I think it's gonna look great when I'm actually like looking at the photo. One of my favorite pastimes is contradicting myself. I told you I was not going to take like any big vistas, but that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm looking at this beautiful trail here, and then I have this forest that goes down on the cliff, and that I like because it's very big areas between the trees, so it's not a lot of clutter in it. So I think it's going to look very good. Right now I'm trying to wait to see if I can get any light, because the sun is like coming out and hiding behind clouds a lot right now. So sometimes I get light between the trees, and it shoots through and makes a cool beam on all the forest. And then sometimes you just flat. I've taken a photo there with the flat light just to see how it looks. And maybe that also is a good element. But right now I'm trying to see if I can get any cool light in the picture that I can use as well. So I'm waiting for a little bit just to see if I can get anything, because I think the sun should probably very soon get out of the clouds again. But yeah, I was trying to take a photo of the moss down by the river, but all the moss was super pretty, but it was very hard to find a good composition of them, because there was a lot of stuff around them, and it was too much work, and I don't want to like break sticks and try to remove them just to have one stick alone that I want. So instead of destroying nature, I gave up on that one, and I'm gonna see if I can find anyone closer around here. But so right now I'm just walking on this trail and just waiting for the light. Hopefully it comes pretty soon so I can take this photo. I took a pretty, maybe experimental photo. There is this tree here. Well, there is a lot of trees that has fallen everywhere, but this tree has fallen on, I think this is like the roots of another tree, where it's like cut off a small ball of moss on it, and then it's this tree here. So I took a pretty extra photo where I just took the tree as like a line going through, and then almost at the middle point I have that one, but the tree is like going through the whole photo from one end, from the end to the other end, and then you have this small puck here of moss, and that is just showing. And then I also got a little bit of this moss, of course. It's a weird composition, but I think it's gonna look pretty cool actually. It looks awesome in my photo, in my camera, so I'm very happy with it, how it looks right there. I love moss because looking at moss, it feels like I'm looking at a very, very small, like miniature forest, because they feel like just like trees. So it's super cool when you like can get a photo of them. There was a lot of pine on them, on the small ball here, so I also had to brush that away. So that's maybe one thing I altered, is taking away off the pine. But other than that, I've not done anything. So yeah, I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. It looks very cool in my camera, and I like the vibe, like just looking at it. So hopefully it turns out as well as I think it is. But yeah, I'm gonna see here. I'm gonna try to go down to the water again, a little bit down here, and see if I might be able to find any other mossy area or cool rock with a lot of water around it. I'm actually having goosebumps right now. I'm so lucky I went down. Look at this! It's so beautiful, it's insane. Look, there's this small rock right here. Between the water is moving on one side and then on the other side, and then it's just one rock sitting in the middle of it. And then it's moving around, then this small tree here on this rock over here, and then it's moss and everything. And just water going down, and there's no trail around me, so I don't think many people have seen this. It's so pretty. I had no idea we had like this kind of area so close to me where I live, and it's it's amazing. I'm so happy. So I'm gonna try to see what I can take for composition. I'm gonna probably do a panorama with that one and moving over to all the beautiful trees on the other side and take one big photo. And then it also, like, there's an island in the middle with a big tree as well. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can go down a bit and photograph up as well, and maybe get this tree as well. But for the moment, I think this composition I'm looking at right now is gonna be amazing. I am probably right now making my new background for my computer. Wow, it's so pretty. I am so happy. I was like, am I in Narnia or something? It's insane. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take a good photo. I know I'm gonna get a great photo, but I'm gonna try to make this perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna take this right now, and I will show you it when it's done. Now I'm trying to get myself up again. It's very steep and it's a hard walk to get to that part. But I am so goddamn lucky that I took an extra. Like, I saw the cliff and I was like, I might as well go down. It's not really a path, but I was like, I should go down just to check if I can find anything. And if I hadn't done that, sometimes don't walk where everyone else walks. Sometimes it's worth to go off the path and try to find your stuff. And yeah, I think I might be able to die happy now. I might be overreacting. It might not turn out as well as I thought when I look at it on my computer, but looking at that place with my eyes and through the camera, it felt like looking into heaven or something. That was amazing. Oh, so happy. That's the thing about the Swedish forest, I think, because we have a lot of in Swedish culture, stuff like that. We have a lot of troll connections, like if you see a big rock, there might be a troll sleeping and stuff like that out in the forest. So look at these kind of areas. Feels like I'm looking into a massive troll forest, and it's so pretty. I'm so happy. But right now I'm actually sadly moving back again because I can't really stay here anymore. I have about 15 minutes to get back into town, and I have maybe 15 minutes to get to the car, so I'm going to be late, but maybe not that late, hopefully. But I think I ended that trip with a banger of a photo, so I'm super happy. And yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's a little bit smaller adventure. It's not been that long of an adventure like usually I take. I just walked like maybe 500 meters in total, I think, from the entrance to the path, so it's not far at all. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.